Alright then boys, so the M1911 has been a staple in Call of Duty Zombies since its beginning, back in World at War. And as Treyarch has been pumping out all of these new zombie modes, the M1911 has evolved throughout the years. So in this video, that's what we're here to see. We're looking at the history of the M1911 back from World at War all the way up to Cold War. And we're just going to see on how much it changed throughout the years. Obviously World at War is a completely different to Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 3 is completely different to Cold War. So it is going to be a bit of an interesting video, lads. But just before the video starts, I just want to let everyone know we will only be looking at the Treyarch games, mainly because I just don't really want to play World War 2, and honestly I just don't have it installed on my PC. And just for any returning viewers to the channel, I know my mic is different. I'm trying to kind of get this one to sound better, but honestly it just sounds really robotic right now. So I understand the mic doesn't sound at its best right now, but don't worry, I'll try and get it fixed for any future videos, or this is just gonna be the permanent mic. Honestly, I don't know. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and pass you on to Jake from like 2 days ago, where we're gonna be starting on World at War Derice. Right then boys, so for our first game we're gonna be starting off on World at War. Now obviously the map we're gonna be playing is Derice, mainly because that is the only map where you can pack a punch the M1911. And there it is boys, the first COD zombie game that we're gonna be covering that has the M1911 in it. I mean, really some truly crazy stuff, honestly boys. I mean, look at this pistol. I mean, it's a classic. Honestly, I always think of this version of the Colt as the revive me, I have a Colt meme from JC Backfire. If anyone actually remembers who he is, I mean rest in peace that channel. So I would only try and use the M1911 until we get to pack a punch, but I don't think it's gonna last that long in terms of like the ammo, because it only comes with like 40 bullets. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really a fan of this 1911, mainly because it just has a weird like firing sound, and just the animations on it just look really weird. You can shoot it pretty quick though, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, well there is power on, so the only real unique part about this 1911 is when you pack a punch it. So as much as I'd like to have used the Colt all the way up to pack a punch, lads, let's be real, it really isn't gonna last that long. So I went ahead and hit the box, and I actually managed to get the M1 Grand, which isn't much of an improvement, but it does come with a launcher. But the Colt does have like a classic reload sound. So, and to be fair, I also feel like the shooting sound of the Colt in World of War just sounds like really nostalgic. And even though I don't personally like the sound of it, the nostalgia, it's kind of hitting. Like, I didn't play a whole lot of World of War growing up, but what I do remember is NGT Zombies. Does anyone remember those boys? They have gone off the radar. I don't even know what's happened with them. Oh, come on. Alright, so we're out of ammo, so we're gonna go hit the box and see what we get. Are you're actually joking me right now? That's so weird. You can't lunge on the zombies distracted by a monkey bomb. That's so weird. Honestly, this video sounded better in my head, but now that we're using the 1911 in game, there's not really a whole lot to talk about. As I said, once we get a pack a punch, there'll be a lot more to actually work with, but there's a reason it's the starting weapon, lads. Honestly, the full M1911 and the double points just goes hard. That's me. A lot of people actually just get rid of their 1911 as soon as they find the box. Oh god. But realistically, if you get like a massive train like this, it can be pretty good if you have a full like mag. Okay, so that's the final teleporter done. So we're actually pretty close to being able to pack it. All right, and there it is, boys. The pack-a-punched M1911, which becomes the C3000 Biatch. Now, what's interesting about this is you'd think it's like the Mustang Sally, except it only has one gun, because I don't think akimbo existed in World at War. And you know what? It's pretty strong. So I think it comes with a total of 36 bullets. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm struggling to read the little lines in the bottom right of the corner of the screen. Honestly, it actually isn't too bad. All right, so we do have the dog round finally going in, so... well, this thing is not doing a whole lot, I won't lie. This thing really two-shots the World at War dogs? Are you serious? I said that in kind of like a, oh wow, this thing's really good. Like, no, this thing is absolutely trash against the dogs. I'm starting to think I might have just gone a bit wrong. Alright, it might not be as good as I thought it was. In general though, the World at War pack-a-punch camo is actually so clean. Oh my god. Nearly blew myself up there. One of the bigger issues with the World at War in general for explosive weapons is that it makes this big fucking mist of like fog, and you just cannot see through it. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and buy Juggernaut. Hopefully that lowers the chance of us blowing ourselves up, but knowing me and how good I am at zombies, I'm most likely going to die within the next 5 minutes, so... And we're actually nearly out of ammo with it already, Jesus. How many shots does it actually take to kill a zombie around then? I'm genuinely curious about that. Bring a few of them up and we'll just see how well it can take out a whole horde. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll take them up here, and we'll just go ahead and shoot a couple shots into them and see how many shots it actually takes. So we'll go ahead and shoot once. One shot took out a big chunk of that horde, I'm not even going to lie. Weird though, because it feels like some of them survive and they really shouldn't. Oh, why have I just bought quick revive? I don't know why I pressed F, I just did, but I guess we moved. I don't know how I didn't die from that, but honestly, I'm just the best player in the world, boys. I think the only issue with it really is the ammo, but I guess that will be a problem with most of the pack-a-punch 1911, so I can't really make my mind up of if it's good or bad, so I think it's just kind of a mix of both. Oh, no, am I dead? Oh, we're dead, boys. Well, That's a shame. Yeah, you know, honestly, it's a mixed bag, boys. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about that one, but I guess we'll go ahead and move on to our next game that has the M1911, which is Black Ops 1. All right then, boys. So we're on to our next game with the M1911, which is Call of Duty Black Ops 1. So I feel like this M1911 actually is like a lot of people's favorite. I think mainly because people, you know, kind of started on Black Ops 1, but also, to be honest, I think it's because how it looks. Like, it's a lot more shiny, and I think a lot of people remember it for that. And I mean, the sound of it, just listen. That's a classic sound. It's a classic sound, boys. And the reload and the animation and just the overall design of it, I think it's just a lot of people's favorite. Honestly, I'm trying to think if it would be my favorite. I'm not even gonna lie. It does have a lot of nostalgia behind it, I won't lie. And I might be wrong about this, so I mean, you know, if I am wrong, you know, just correct me, lads. But I feel like this is the first game where people started doing the, you know, like shooting the leg and then like knife them type of technique. Because again, like the Black Ops 1 knifing is just a lot better than World at War. So I feel like this is where it would have started. Plus the 1911 is just, you know, like really good in this game. I mean, I could be chatting on my ass, to be honest. So, you know, if I am wrong, just, you know, let me know. Oh, I got double swiped easier. It is weird though how like much skinnier this version of the M1911 is compared to the World at War one. Again though, I think it looks better and it definitely inspired like Black Ops 3. Alright, so there's power on anyways. So honestly, I don't really like Kino, but the only reason I picked it is because the Pack-a-Punch is super easy to get to. So yeah, now what we're going to do is save up 5,000 points and then we should be able to Pack-a-Punch the M1911 on Black Ops 1. Oh, come on, dude. Alright, so we've reactivated Pack-a-Punch, so hopefully we don't die this time. Alright, so we can finally go and Pack-a-Punch the M1911. And now this version of the M1911 Pack-a-Punch is the first version of the Mustang and Sally's, which is basically the same thing we had in World at War except akimbo. And I'm pretty sure it's a lot more stronger. So honestly, I feel like this is one of the more like iconic weapons in the whole of zombies. I feel like any zombie fan that plays Black Ops 1, they all know of the Mustang and Sally's. Like, it's just such an iconic weapon. Also, this mouse thing is getting like actually unbearable to play with. I wonder if I plug in a controller. I wonder if that'll help. Have I broke my game or something? I tried to plug in a controller and now okay. I guess not. I guess we're not. I don't get what's going on, boys. Oh, okay. I've managed to figure out the controller, boys. We are now controller gaming. Well, I never use controller. This is not going to go well. Hopefully we get a dog round soon because these Mustang and Zombies are already out of ammo. Oh my god. Oh, dude, come on. Thank god I got a quick revive. That's actually a reason why the Mustang SIs are so good in Black Ops 1 is because starting from Ascension, they had a PhD flopper, which, you know, that just made them so much better. But obviously we're playing Kino, so we don't have that. So something that's completely unrelated to the M1911s. Someone also commented this on my channel, but basically Lex made 2 videos on his reaction channel. The video was like, how long will it take you to get the Wonder Weapon on every map? And he made another one called like, how fast can you get Jug on every map? Honestly, when I first saw him, I thought, boys, he's reacting to me. But no, he was actually reacting to another YouTuber called Spippy AF. We go another day, boys, unrecognized. Oh, it looks like we're starting to make crawlers, which isn't very good. It's only around 16. But Lex, if you want a really life-changing video, one that's going to make you, you know, question the way you play zombies forever, you should definitely check out how fast can I die on every single zombie map. Because, you know, that one took me decades of planning, years to record. Honestly, real inspirational stuff right there. And you know, for anyone at home, if you haven't seen that video either, you know, you should definitely go check that out. We're around 19. We've seen everything we can with these in 1911, so I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to Black Ops 2 now. Alright then, boys, so on to Black Ops 2 now. As you can see, we are on town. But I'll go ahead and we'll start ourselves on round 5 so we can get the Mustang and Sally's quicker. But as you guys can see, this is the M1911 in Black Ops 2. This M1911 also just brings back a lot of nostalgia. I don't know why. I mean, the sound of it as well. Oh, definitely contender for, you know, best M1911. It's got a bit more of a fatter look to it compared to like Black Ops 1. I think it more resembles the World at War version. Okay, maybe starting on round 5 wasn't the best idea because we already have enough points to get Mustang and Sally's. Alright, and there it is, boys. There is the Mustang and Sally's on Black Ops 2. Again, I don't know what it is. The Black Ops 2 one is just really nostalgic for me. I think it's mainly because this is the game where I started to properly get into zombies, so I have a lot of fond memories of this one, boys. So these Mustang and Sally's are pretty much like the same as the Black Ops 1 version, so there's not a whole lot different I can really say. I'm sure it has about the same damage and everything like that. Honestly, I feel like I like these Mustang and Sally's better than the Black Ops 1 version though. Like in terms of the design, I don't know what it is. I guess we can go ahead and see what round we can get to. We've literally only got the Mustang and Sally's, so you know, we'll try and use these for as long as we can until, you know, we eventually run out of ammo. Jesus, what is that prone animation? What is going on down there? So the main issue with the Mustang and Sally's in Black Ops 2 is that apart from I have no words, boys. Honestly, I have no words. What I was gonna say was the only issue with the Black Ops 2 Mustang and Sally's is that there's no PhD, which means we could blow ourselves up, and you know, that's kind of right there, you know, is what just happened. I guess we'll go ahead and move on to Black Ops 3 then. Alright, and then on to Black Ops 3. As you can see here, we've got the 1911. For some reason, it decided to remove the M, but you know. So we're on Moon, and that's mainly because I want to try and Pack-a-Punch before we leave. Now, that would be pretty difficult if I only had the 1911, but because I did the Super Easter egg, I have the RK5, so honestly, it won't be too difficult, boys. Black Ops 3, absolute baby mode, so this 1911 is actually, it feels more like Black Ops 1. Especially with the way it looks, I feel like it's definitely more reminiscent of the Black Ops 1 design. It doesn't really sound like any of them, so in terms of sound, it's definitely bottom tier. Oh, okay, we got our Mustang and Sally's. All right, we'll go ahead and buy Jug as well before. You know, we might as well just stay in No Man's Land, you know. Honestly, I don't remember the last time I had the Mustang and Sally's because I just never really go for them. There's just too many other better weapons. You know, they're doing work right now. I won't even lie. Not a fan of the reload animation. It doesn't really look as good. One thing I definitely like about these Mustang and Sally's though is the, oh my god, do you see that dog? You went flying. Yeah, one thing I definitely like about these Mustang and Sally's though is that they don't make a massive fog effect. I think that's with most explosives in Black Ops 3. But it feels weird shooting them. It doesn't really feel like it goes straight. Maybe I'm just bad at the game. Maybe it's just a skill issue, but you know. So the interesting thing about the 1911s on Black Ops 3 is that originally you didn't actually spawn in with the 1911 in Zombie Chronicle maps. You actually spawned in with the MR6. People were like, oh come on, you got to bring back the 1911, and then you know the rest is history, boys. But they added it back into the game mainly because they added it in supply drops in multiplayer. But you know, it's still a dub in our books, boys. What? How did I die there? Okay. Well, I guess that's about it for the 1911 on Black Ops 3. We'll go into our final game now, which is now Cold War. So I've just been playing for maybe the last 10-15 minutes, and I just realized that I had my recording paused. So I guess here's the M1911 in Black Ops Cold War. Well, you know, that's kind of upsetting. I'm not even gonna lie, boys, because I was spitting out facts left and right. As you guys know, I don't really like Cold War. If you played it, you'll know that you actually don't spawn in with the M1911. You have to pick it in a creator class menu, which is absolutely pointless when you can get guns like the shotguns right off the bat. So you know, we picked it out, and the M1911, we've come to the conclusion it's not very good. It's got an awful shooting sound as well. Absolutely disgusting. And yeah, you know, overall, I'm not a fan of it. I really don't like the M1911 very much. So yeah, I was saying that, and then obviously we went ahead and we pack-a-punched it. And when you pack-a-punch the M1911 in this game, you only get the pain if you would go for the very base version. So obviously you can set it up so you spawn in with like different attachments, one of them being dual wield, which is a bit upsetting because, you know, I feel like the M1911 is known for becoming dual wield and having explosive bullets once you pack-a-punch it. And obviously now that that's like not a thing in Black Ops Cold War, it feels like the gun is just a bit, you know, a bit pointless. A bit standard, you know, it doesn't really have any like unique taste to it. But what I was saying was that when you do pack-a-punch it, it becomes the pain and suffering. And now obviously I didn't spawn in with pack-a-punch, so I went ahead and bought the only wall buy that I believe is on the map, which is just in here. And we managed to get the dual wield 1911. So we'll go ahead and we'll pack-a-punch it, and you know, we'll see what happens. But I'm sorry that I didn't get any like unpack-a-punch gameplay. Basically all you missed was just me getting clapped because I thought the M1911 would be better than it was. Another thing I said was that because I didn't do very well in Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3 and I kind of just ran through those as fast as I could, I'll try and get a decent like round on Black Ops Cold War for you guys. I always thought that when you pack-a-punch these, they become full auto, but I guess they don't. Is there a pistol in this game that becomes full auto when you pack-a-punch it? Honestly, I really don't know. Although every time I use the M1911, I just got clapped, I just blew myself up. Honestly, I do miss having them. It doesn't feel the same having this pain and suffering. Also, I'm literally about to die. You know, thinking about it, Stamina Up got a massive buff in this game. So I wonder is like how fast you move with the M1911 with Stamina Up. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. That's one thing I am a fan of in Cold War. I do like how like good Stamina Up is in this game. It's a little bit OP, yeah, but you know, it's also just fun. Honestly, I don't know if the dual wield version is that good because the whole point of it is to get headshots because, you know, the headshot multiplier in it's really good. But obviously, you can't really go for headshots with the dual wield version. Like, you can aim in a direction, but most of the time they just won't hit. So I don't know. We'll see. We got both versions anyway, so. See, I remember double tap was leaked for this game, and I really still feel like they should have brought in double tap. Typical Cold War gamer right here. This is what you guys like. If you like Cold War, this is what you guys like. You like the zombie getting stuck on the ramp. A flawless game, boys. Truly, one of my favorite zombie modes. One of my favorite zombie modes, right? Right, so the final perk I'm going to buy is actually Deadshot. Don't think we're going to need any of these other perks. I don't know why they brought in Dead Perception. Right, we'll take a little break from killing the zombies and we'll go ahead and do the coffin dance Easter egg. And a really weird Easter egg. It feels like Cold War is just trying to be like really like trendy, but my god, cool Easter egg though, you know, it's funny, boys. Oh my god, your brain rot zombies even dance. What is this game? You know, just some crocodile eggs in there, you know. That's what I love in my juggernaut. Spinach juice, carbonated milk. Honestly, the fact that Johnny J25 actually drank that, oh my, actual hero that boy is. Right, there we go. We can actually go ahead and get our second tier pack-a-punch now. You know, honestly, I'm down here. We're only 9k away from getting the final pack-a-punch. We'll just clutch it up down here. Honestly, famous last words before I just fucking die. But anyways, we managed to get 30,000 points. So we can go ahead and get our final tier of pack-a-punch for the M1911. Other than the salvage, we're technically at the best it can get, but we need 1,000 rare salvage, and that's gonna take a while. So, you know, we're just gonna pretend that doesn't exist. You know what? For using the 1911 the entire game, round 26 isn't actually that bad. So I'm thinking round 31 we try and do an exfil. The 1911s, they're not actually that bad if you get a headshot. So it just hit round 31. Before we go, I'm gonna go ahead and get the max I don't know what it is. Weapon upgrade? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I'm looking for. The max tier. I'm gonna go ahead and call in Weaver, and we're gonna get out of here, boys. Oh, the mini Gershes that is coming in kind of clutch right now. All right, and there we go. Jesus, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. But well, and I guess that's it for our history of the M1911 in Call of Duty Zombies. Or at least obviously that's the history of it in, you know, all the Treyarch games, because I really didn't want to play World War II. But yeah, you know, that is the evolution of the M1911 in Call of Duty Zombies. Do you guys think it's evolved for the best, or do you guys think it's gotten worse over the years? You know, let me know in the comments. And you know, also what is your guys' favorite version of the M1911? Make sure you comment that down as well. Personally, honestly, I think it might be the Black Ops 2 version, but the Black Ops 1 version is like a strong contender. And my least favorite version, I think, is the World at War version. But yeah, other than that, guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe if you guys do like this type of content. Also, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. It's at RenzaruYT, because at Renzaru is taken by a guy who no longer uses his Twitter account. And you know, if you guys do want more content from me, click on the 2 videos that are on screen right now. And yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video.